What's up, everybody? It's Alan the Kraken, and today, we're going to talk about how an LGS lost about $15,000 in a matter of seconds. We're also going to do a little bit of discussion about Cryptid Nation Kickstarter Edition Booster Box on, in particular, Tcgplayer.com. We are excluding eBay for this video. Okay. All right. So first off, you have these listings for like 9,500 for a box. That's very much wishful thinking. Good luck to you. And to add insult to injury, they're charging $10 shipping. That is currently the going rate on Tcgplayer. However, let's take a look at recent sales, okay? There hasn't been a sale for a box since August 9th, 2021. And there has been no liquidation of these boxes, period, since August. Now, okay, you have a situation where you have 6 boxes here that have sold for $500 today on 11/14/2021. This is a massive warning to LGS owners to audit your boxes and your sales if you use mass price to do your pricing. Okay? So why did this happen? Well, there could be a couple reasons, but I'll tell you what I think. Okay? So big companies will use mass price within the Tcgplayer platform to schedule out automatic pricing updates, and they have a lot of options. And one of the options is lower to the lowest price, and then you can also like modify plus or minus like 1 penny or 1%, really whatever you want to do. You can insert any rules you want. Most big companies will undercut each other by a penny, that way that they can hold the value up while also fighting for that first spot within the listings. Okay, it's a very important spot because most of the time people buy up the lowest price, and if you have the ratings, then you're definitely going to buy from the lowest price. So a savvy buyer who knows this can go into Tcgplayer and put up a listing for a box like a minute before the scheduled updates happen. And how do they know when the scheduled updates happen? They pay attention. They watch prices. They on the hour, or maybe even like maybe they even have bots watching it. Okay, maybe they have a screen recording where they can go back and watch a time lapse of price updates while their computer automatically refreshes prices. There's a lot of different ways that you can get this data, but those are just some of the ways. And once you know when a big company updates their prices in mass, using mass price, so in mass price, you pick one product line. It's not all products. You actually have to pick your individual product lines so you can schedule out different times. And you definitely want to diversify your times if you're using this method, and definitely don't use on the hour times. But anybody who's watching and paying attention can really just utilize it to hurt you and your business. So what they're doing is they'll list about 60 seconds before this company updates their pricings. They'll list a box for $500. Now, if you are selling that box, right, and you're just trying to manipulate the mass price, all these companies, like, they like to update around 4:30 before everybody starts getting home from work. Um, and then the prices update, and then if you notice a bunch of products start hitting at your price point that you set, which is generally 80% less than the maximum, because they actually cap how much your price changes at 80%, I believe, in Tcgplayer. So you're going to take like an 80% loss on your value, potentially, if you have your rules and settings done without protection of your business in mind. So once all these listings start hitting, at say 4:30, you start noticing like, hey, there's 6 boxes there for 500 because I put a box up for 500. All of a sudden, there's 6 boxes for 500. Now, you yourself can buy up those 6 boxes for 3 grand, which is what someone here did. Or you can tell your friends, like, hey, I just lowered the price of this box to 500. Come buy them right now, right now, right now. Okay. And that's likely another scenario that happened here. I'm going to talk about the unfortunate reality of the world we live in. And a lot of people are not going to like this following statements, but it has to be said, these orders will be fulfilled. You may be thinking, what? I would never ship out a box for $500. I would never ship out a Kickstarter box for $500. These orders will be fulfilled. Okay? The people that do this type of advanced tactics for buying up stuff and hopefully getting a better deal than anybody else, the people that do this, they target specific companies and they could be having like employee issues. They could be having staffing issues, right? So if there's less eyes on the business, especially in like this part of pricing, like if your pricing is automatic, then chances are you're not going to go back and check it. You're just going to trust the market. You're going to trust Tcgplayer. You're going to trust that 80% buffer. But when you get into high dollar stuff like this, which I don't think is high dollar, I think it's actually worth 0. And more is coming on that, guys. More is on the way. But I digress. So let's just assume that these boxes are worth $3,000 a piece. The LGS lost $15,000 in value. And the unfortunate reality is these boxes will be shipped out because most of these LGSs who are understaffed, or maybe it's just one manager and one owner, they're going to ship out. Okay? They get the order, they assume the price is right, they grab the product, they slap a label, they throw it in a box, and they ship it off within the same day or the next day because they want to get the orders out as fast as possible for better feedback. Now, even if an employee catches it, okay, depending on the role of the employee may decide to CYA and keep their mouth shut and pretend like they didn't know. And technically, it's nobody's fault other than the owner for not protecting their business well enough from this type of attack. Some people would call this an attack. Some people would call this advanced buying strategies. So, scalpers get scalped. Scammer gets scammed. The part that I have a problem with is that this could also be a FUD campaign. And by FUD campaign, I mean someone could be listing boxes up, buying from themselves, and then canceling the orders completely. And this could just be 6 boxes that sold for $500. And they just cancel. So it's going to be very interesting to see if these listings stay up in the next couple weeks, because they usually take these down if they're canceled. And if they don't cancel, then you're going to know what happened. And it's going to be exactly what I told you. If an owner catches it, they're likely going to refund these orders and cancel the orders, I should say. And they're going to risk the feedback because no LGS is going to take a $15,000 loss knowingly. Now, if this was like 5 different LGSs, okay, if this was 5 different LGSs that all got caught at the same time at 4:30 with this this tactic or attack, then chances are most of these are going to ship out because people, like I said, they expect the price to be right when they enter it. And for such a high swing in price, especially after like a stagnated market, um, these owners might even just decide to take the $500, to be honest. Especially if there's no liquidation in the market since August. And it's really going to be up to the individual if they want to, like, they're going to do what they want to do, regardless. If it benefits them to have better feedback, then they'll keep the feedback. If it benefits them to cancel and take a hit on feedback so that they can get that capital back into their business, um, that's what owners have to face. Like these, they face these decisions every day, especially when the market moves so fast. And we saw that with Monarch, and that's why a lot of people stopped Flesh and Blood. It's because everybody got too greedy, and including distributors. Distributors held product, so it created artificial scarcity. This is just a warning to LGS owners and stuff. Do audits, make sure your prices are right, make sure you have correct settings within mass price with rules that protect your business. You all have a wonderful day. Remember to have fun, and peace.